We chose Immerse because we've worked with them a few times in the past. And from that relationship, there's a huge amount of trust in the team. And we also know what to expect in terms of quality. And, you know, it meant that as a director, I had a huge amount of confidence in the outcome that was going to be achieved at the end of it. So Immerse are incredibly approachable, incredibly friendly. The whole experience was very positive. Especially considering the fact that, you know, public speaking and encouraging people to stand up and present is a bit of an uncomfortable environment to be in. The team felt super warm and friendly, so that you didn't feel like you were necessarily being judged and things like that. But also the whole process was beautifully adapted for what we needed. And so we felt like we were super engaged the whole way through. And then in the world of Zoom as well, and not being able to do this face to face, felt like Immerse sort of went the extra mile to work out how to keep us engaged by introducing fun elements and games and those sort of like workshops and stuff. So the TX team for sure have grown in confidence. I think it's really helped some of our, you know, employees come out of their shell a little bit and find a newfound confidence in speaking to a crowd or a room, and, you know, the idea of presenting and things like that. I also think it's helped them have more insight into their job role, and it's also brought us together culturally. I feel like we're a much closer knit team than we were before we started, and I think that's probably because, you know, the directors were involved. It wasn't just about the team that are out there selling them the products and things like that. It was like we were all in it together, and so I think confidence in public speaking for sure, and that was what the aim was about. But equally culturally, we're much closer, and there's been I feel like individuals have a much better idea of how the product works and what we're trying to sell, basically.